I get locked up, they won't let me out. They won't let me out.
Yes,
They won't
welcome
let me
to
out.
Fresno Hip Hop Scene. Today's show is going to be a little different. I have a young lady named Lisa I just met today. She's going to talk about what she's doing in the community. And it's always a pleasure to bring this beautiful lady to my show, Miss Gloria. She's just a beautiful lady. And I got my beautiful co-host right here named Natalie. So how was your weekend?
It was good.
It was
It was
good?
good. And yours?
It was beautiful. You know, the show on Valentine's Day, it was beautiful. You know, like I say, people were laughing at me because I was walking around and a lot of people was coming into the Tower Theater, and there was a lot of white people, and I was asking, are they here for me? They were like, it's only one show tonight, the second annual Love and Comedy Jam. I'm like, no, man, these people can't be here for me. So, my cousin Rose, she catered it, and I went up to her, and I said, oh, whoa, it's these people? She's like, yes, little cuz, they here for you. And it made me feel good. 1 minute. Yes, LeBron.
Hey, this is Librian. Sorry, I won't be able to make it.
Okay, well, I'm filming right now. It's okay, love. I can book you again next week or something.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. Thank you. But like I said, I just finished filming some of my documentary. My documentary is called From the Hood to Hollywood. And the documentary is basically about my life. Like, I talked on a lot of topics, a lot of subjects. I kept it real. I didn't sugarcoat nothing. I didn't sugarcoat shit. I told, when I was getting high, before I knew the value of, the money, selling crack and stuff like that. I talked about my penitentiary days. I talked about my kids. I talked about my purpose in life. I talked about God. I can't do nothing without God. And it's like the filmmaker, Mr. Nick, he just told me something, man, and it just really blew my mind. This man has been making films right here locally in Fresno for like the last 3 or 4 years, and he just told me he have did like a bunch of documentaries, and mine was the best ever that he ever filmed, man. And I was like, wow, man, are you telling me the truth? Or are you just blowing smoke? He was like, no, man, you made my job so easy where I can just like cut and paste, like put this right here. You talked about a little bit of your childhood, like I say, I talked about Fresno. I love Fresno. I was born in Fresno. Just raised in L.A. and God put it on me. God put it in my heart when I was sitting in prison in 2012, 2013. Rodney. Go back to Fresno. Your calling is in Fresno, and your dreams will come true. So I just feel really good right now, man. And I just had one of my guests cancel, which is okay with me because, like I say, I do this every Wednesday night right here, Central Valley Talk, with my beautiful co-host Natalie. I do this every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. And like I say, if you guys follow me or watch my old footage and stuff like that, I'll tell you why I created Fresno Hip Hop Scene. Like on the documentary, I was talking about Phil Robinson. He was Puffy Combs' personal assistant when he was making the band, on MTV and stuff like that. He taught me this business. And like I said, a lot of people, they just want to rap. They just want to tell jokes. But if you're serious about this, you can make it. And like I said, when Natalie, when the guys come down here, we interview them and we tell them that you don't have to leave Fresno to blow up. If you believe in yourself, you can blow right. You can blow up right here in the Central Valley. And like I say, my first guest, man, she's your friend.
Yes, she is.
And like I say, she's a very, very beautiful lady, And you know, she almost had me cry about 3 minutes ago because she was in there when I was filming my documentary, and it said that she told me that she actually cried, and that makes me feel good because you know she was right there. She saw the raw footage, and when he break it down, I'm trying to reach these kids. You know, Natalie, I'm trying to reach the kids, but I'm also trying to reach some adults.
Yeah.
You know, because like I said, when I moved to Fresno, when I moved back in 2014, some of my childhood friends, you know, I told them what I do. I'm a promoter. I'm a manager. I know how to set up shows. I know how to orchestrate everything, and I tried to get them involved.
Yeah.
You know, but they were still like caught up. You know, it was 2015. You know, 2014. Y'all still living in the 80s. So, you know, come on, bro. You know, I have a brand. You know, that diamond behind me, Clean Cut Entertainment, that's my brand. And, you know, like I just said on my documentary, I don't do this for me. You know, like I told him, man, I used to make, right here in Fresno, Natalie, I used to make $5,000 a day. And then, you know, it wasn't no EBT back then. It was the 1st and the 15th when the people to get their county checks or whatever.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you on the 1st and 15th, I'm at least have me $15,000. I knew I was going to get $15,000 because, like I said on the documentary, in the 80s, I was getting drugs in L.A. for like $350, $400 an ounce. In 86, no, the summer 85, ounces in Fresno was like 900, 1,100. So, you know, once I understood how to make money and to appreciate the money, you know, I don't know, you know, opened my eyes up to a lot of stuff. And as you know, you've been sitting on this chair with me for like the last 3 months. You know, you're my friend, you're my co-host, you're part of Clean Cut Entertainment. You know, from this coming down here, you know, you can be anywhere else for this hour, but you choose to, you know, sit right here with me, you know, and help me interview the guests and just really bring the light to Fresno. You know, like I say, you have booked a few people, you know, and like I say, my first guest I'm gonna bring up, she's your friend, and I just met this beautiful young lady. You know, I talked to Mike Briggs. You know, she's gonna come down here, you know, and do a little booking, and she also want to start her own show. So when we interview her, you know, I'm just gonna let her really tell her story because you know I know she have a lot to say. You know, I never seen nobody, you know, come to my you know, I did documentaries, film, stuff like that. I never seen a person actually like take notes and stuff like that. But the young lady was in there taking notes. And then, you know, I cried a few times because I talked about my mom. I talked about my baby mom. She passed away in 2014 from cancer. I talked about my kids and stuff like that. And I talked about where I'm trying to go as a person. Mm-hmm. Because like I say, you know, a lot of people, they don't know their purpose in life. Yeah. And for a long time, I didn't know my purpose in life. You know, like when I was out there, you know, selling cocaine, you know, fast cars, fast money, fast women, I didn't have a purpose. Yeah. Now I know my purpose.
There's a fight. It's a good fight.
Yes, it's a good fight, and it's a fight to, you know, to give back. And like I say, you know, I know I've talked about this on Fresno Hip Hop Scene about what I did in 1996. You know, I made the front page of the Fresno Beat. I was the first one to bring gang members together in Fresno for a day of peace. And in September, it'll be 20 years. So I'm going to get together, you know, Brian King, he is the CEO of Fresno Hip Hop Scene. Fresno Hip Hop Saints. Fresno Street Saints, and 20 years ago he had Kids in Crisis, and you know, I'm gonna get together with him, and I'm gonna get together with my beautiful sister. You know, I just love this lady. You know, her name is Prayer Golden. We have a big event that we're doing Friday at Fresno City College. It's a gospel event, so I'm gonna get with her after, you know, she do her couple of events. She got a big event coming up in March. 100 Ladies in Purple. And, I respect this lady, and we're going to do great things right here in Fresno. And like I say, Natalie, I love you. I respect you. I was telling your friend about I had a African American co-host, and it was just a lot of misunderstanding and stuff like that because she tell me she was single. I wasn't trying to hit on her or nothing like that, but I take a picture and I post it on Facebook. Oh, you got to take that down. Why? Because my boyfriend and whoop whoop. And you have a boyfriend. Your man and stuff. He understands that it's just a job, and it's like when I told Lisa, I said, with Natalie, I can take a picture. Like we take a picture, you post picture on Facebook. It's no take that picture down. You might say I don't like that picture. I don't show my good side and woo woo. But that's what all ladies do. So when I take pictures of lady before I post them, I say, here's the picture. Can I get the okay? You give me the okay. But we're gonna go to our first commercial. Man, I'm just feeling good right now, man. I'm just on a natural high right now, man. And like I say, my event on Valentine's Day was beautiful. This event that I got coming up Friday with Prayer Golden and her beautiful lady. God has already made this event. Only thing we had to do is just get to Friday at 4 o'clock, do the sound check, and let it happen. And watch how God is going to be in the midst. A lot of people's going to be touched right by this event. I got my partner, Country Cousin. He's going to sing 2 songs. We have a young lady coming down from Bakersfield. It's just going to be epic. And y'all should be there, get your tickets, and just come and watch God in the midst. We right back.
They won't let me out. This visitation no longer comes by. Seems like they forgot about me.
Need a dentist? Call Dr. David Wright at 559-222-6213 or visit bitemedental.com. Rethink your drink with independent Javita member Christine Levin. Call 559-301-5177 and get healthy and wealthy.
For information on author Steve Hammond's Rise of the Penguin saga, visit www.riseofthepenguins.net.
Mike Briggs Properties sells homes in the Tower District and throughout Fresno and the Valley. Did you know we also sell businesses? Why work to build someone else's business when you could build your own? The small businesses we have for sale include restaurants, professional practices, and you can even own your own TV show. This week's featured businesses include an established Pizza by the Slice business in the heart of the Tower District, and also available a laundromat in Van Ness Village. If you are interested in owning a business, call Mike Briggs Properties at 486-6758 and ask for details.
Kissed by the Moon, your cloth diaper and natural parenting store. Call 559-231-7101 or visit them online at kissedbythemoon.com.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
That loves me and wants me to do right, but instead I'm here locked up. They won't let me out. They won't let me out. I'm locked up. They won't
Yes,
let
welcome
me
back to
out.
Fresno Hip Hop Scene. Like I say, my first guest, I just met this beautiful lady today. She's a friend of Natalie. I got a text about 1:30 today and said, Rod, my friend want to meet you. And I text her back. I'm like, okay. Well, I'm here working, She want to meet me. And when this beautiful lady came into the door, we sat down and talked. and she was like, I do a lot in the community. You know, I'm a substitute.
For Fresno Unified.
She's a substitute for Fresno Unified, you know, security guard. And then she was like, Rod, you know, I do a lot in the community. I know a lot of people and stuff like that. You talk beautiful. You just tell her what you do.
All right. Well, first of all, I just want to thank you for this moment. And my name is Lisa Torresillas, and I work for Fresno Unified. I'm a substitute. I also was volunteering at Kaijo Group Home, working with at-risk youth. And I'm a part of River of Life Church. I'm a Sunday school teacher there. And I just work with the youth, you know, trying to help keep them out of trouble. And I have a story too.
So how long have you been at this church?
I've been there for going on 4 years now.
4 years? And how has it changed your perspective on life?
It changed my perspective in the sense of being a person of faith. You know, because I know that to have faith, you have to have works behind it.
Yeah.
You know, and it helped me grow strong in my faith and knowing that
Yes.
I can just put my trust
I'm feeling
in
you right
God
now.
and know that everything will be okay.
Yeah.
Come on
Putting
down,
my
baby,
trust
please.
Letting go and letting God.
Yes.
Yes.
If you
Yeah,
can't
we have been
understand
knowing
what
each
I'm on
other,
right now.
how long? About, I would say about good, 8 years? When we quit talking, we've seen each other here and there. And I really see a big change of you wanting to receive that in the church, the ministry that you're going towards. It sounds like a good avenue towards kids, towards everything. And so how old do they have to be, or how is your
Actually, you know what?
ministry
Our
going?
church, you know, from zero
From zero.
to
90,
to zero,
80.
as long as
80.
God gives you life, you know.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Lisa. You know, like I say, you know, you was in there when I was doing my little documentary, filming my stuff, and you just told me, you said, you know, you say your dad, you know, did some prison time and stuff like that. You know, let's talk a little bit about that. You know?
Yes. My dad, he used to work for a really big company. And he used to be a welder. And so he hurt his shoulder and he couldn't work. So for him, he was stressing out, wondering, well, how am I going to pay the bills and do this? So I guess somebody came with him with an opportunity to make fast money for his family, and he decided to go that route. So he started selling drugs. I was 15 and a half when he got locked up. He got caught with 25 kilos of cocaine, and he was looking at 25 years, but through the grace of God, he only did 10. But through that, I fell into a big, deep depression, and then, you know, somebody came to me and shared the gospel with me. I gave my life to Christ, and that's when my whole life changed. And my dad, now he's a pastor. And
Is he here in Fresno?
yes, he's here in Fresno. The only thing is that he got a stroke like 3 months ago. But thank God, you know, he wasn't able to move his whole left side. You know, wasn't able to talk. He wasn't able to eat. But now he can do all that. You know, and to me, that's part of the faith.
Yes. So let me ask you a question. Is he healthy enough to come down here and be a guest on my show and tell his story?
He's healthy enough to talk, but he probably can't remember everything, because you know when you have a stroke.
Yes.
you know.
But like I say, Miss Lisa, you know, like I say, I met you today, and it seemed like I've been knowing you, you know, 40 years. You know, like I say, you know, I talked to my CEO, Mike Briggs, and stuff like that, and we would love for you to come down here and be a part of Central Valley Talk, because I know you have a lot to offer. You have a lot to say. You've been giving back, like working with this with kids as a security guard. So you encounter like the bad kids. I can remember when I was a kid, F them security, but technically they was there for our safety. And then like I said, we kids, we think we know everything, and it's like I say, you're a friend of Natalie, so you're a friend of mine. You're my sister, and it's like. If you have any event that you're promoting through your church or anything to whatever, get with Natalie, get with me. We favorite friend. I'm going to give you my number. And my chair is always open for positive people. Like I say, people, they get it mixed up because my show is called Fresno Hip Hop Scene.
Yeah.
And I had to explain that to Mike Briggs. I had to explain that to a lot of other my guests, who came and said, okay, hip hop. I didn't say Fresno rap scene. I said Fresno hip hop scene, and then if I say okay Fresno rap scene, they say okay, there's a bunch of music and a bunch of kill a bitch and F the girl and woo woo. No, hip hop is a culture, it's a lifestyle, And then once I explain it to people, it's like okay, when NWA first came out, wasn't none of them no gangsters, but Eazy-E. Ice Cube, he grew up like right around the corner from where my house is in L.A. He wasn't no Crip. Eazy-E was the only one, him and Rand, because they come from the same neighborhood in Compton. But as I explain hip hop, you have you have dancing, you have clothing, you have all that in hip hop. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I try on a weekly basis to educate people. But like I say, you, Miss Lisa, you remind me of Prayer Golden because when we was talking outside, you was glowing. And I didn't, when the person is glowing, that's God sending you a message. Like I say, like I say, we encounter people in our life every day. That person can be in your life for 10 minutes, 10 seconds. It can be a purpose. It can be a good purpose or a bad purpose. You came early today with your friend. She had to go take care of the business with her son. You stayed here. We talked for a good 35, 40 minutes, and I feel like I've been knowing you all my life. And then it's like when doing an interview, you was like, I made you cry. And that was like, that speaks volume. And then, like I say, the way the filmmaker was talking, he was like, wow, you just made my job easy. I never did something like that. I'm going to take the focus off me and put it on you. So, like I say, you're part of Central Valley Talk now. Mike Briggs, you say you want to start the bar, you're like, I got to go get my hair, But like I say, I know that we can do great things together. And like I say, Miss Gloria sitting over there, I told you that I want you to meet that young lady right there because y'all the same. I know you have a past, a background that you probably want to talk about or you don't want to talk about. But whenever you want to talk about it, we can talk about it right here because she don't know I got a big surprise for Miss Gloria when it's her turn to sit in this chair. Because like I say, when I met this woman, I met her at the function, and we hugged, and and I didn't even know her. We both just crying. She was like, I've been following you. I love what you're doing. You're reaching people, and that's what we need, in this community. And I say, I'm here, and like her leader. And she said, Rodney, I need you to walk right now to Sanger. I said, just give me some water because I'm going to walk to Sanger because I believe in her vision, in her focus, in what she's trying to do, not just for West Fresno. And see, a lot of people get it messed up. Our focus is not just on West Fresno because I live way out there on Herndon, or you can live way out, you live by Fresno State when I first moved out here, and it's bad over there. Everybody know about Bulldog Lane. I used to live on Bulldog Lane 86. Had a spot out there. I remember I was telling the interview, every time they knocked on that door, it was $45 while I was selling crack. And then I moved back out there, and it's, the drug right now is meth. Mm-hmm. And it's killing us. It's killing the community. It's killing, the kids. They don't even, they make that shit at home.
They probably put heroin or something in it, too. Who knows what they put in it?
Whatever gonna keep them tweaking.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna put it in there. Like I say, when I talked to Dr. Minnie, I was in federal prison with some of the biggest meth dealers in Omaha, Nebraska. You know, my Hell Ranger partner, and I'm like, man, he's like, we just make that shit in the bathtub.
Wow.
So it's killing the community. And I was just in LA this weekend, and my buddy like, man, you know, at first San Bernardino County was the meth capital of the world. And I ain't talking about Fresno is like the meth capital. I'm like, wow. But like I say, you're beautiful, you know, and I hope to see you at work tomorrow. But if you don't want to come in, you know, come Monday, you know. And then like I say, you know, Mike Briggs and Robin Briggs, you know, I love them, you know, and it's like his dad is 82 years old, his mom is 84. The first time I ever met his parents, the first thing they told me is, wow, you're Rod. You're the guy that Mike always talk about. You're going to be around for 10 years. That made me feel good. For Mike Briggs, where he come from, white boy in Clovis, I'm a black man from South Central LA, for him to tell his parents about me, and I only was working here like 3 days, that showed me that I'm doing something right and to continue to do something right, and I have people who believe in me. Because like I was telling you earlier, and I always tell Natalie this, you know, when I promote to Latinos, Caucasian, Asians, because black people, they don't want to be a part of nothing and see till you already made it. They don't know nothing about the struggle. It's an everyday struggle in life. You know, when I wake up, you know, I say my prayers and I just ask God to lead me. But, you know, I'm going to say this and I'm going to go to a quick commercial. When I tell people, I told my folks, they came in from LA to the comedy show on Valentine's Day at the Towers Theater. I said, bro, I saw this in prison. I'm just doing it now. That means when I was sitting in that cell in Chino, lights go off at 10, I turn my little nightlight on. What I'm going to do? What is my purpose? And he showed me my purpose. And like I say, when I got here, it was like deja vu. You know, and like I say, love, I know it's a lot that you have to say and that you want to say and that you're going to say. And another thing I want to say, Bonita, beautiful, is what you told me when we were sitting outside. You say, God has put on my heart to pay the $100 for somebody to come and talk. That was beautiful. And like I say, I encourage everybody, if you have a brand or you trying to promote something, this is an outlet for us. You know, it's free. You know, you can buy a package, you know, to promote on your own website and stuff like that. But in your case, I want to work with you. And I'm going to work with you, and I'm going to make you a part of Clean Cut Entertainment, and you are a part of Central Valley Talk.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know, we're going right to commercial right now. We'll be right back to Fresno Hip Hop Scene.
They won't let me out. They won't let me out, no.
Gray's delicious, nutrient-dense, 100% organic raw milk from Organic Pastures. Visit organicpastures.com or call 1-877-RAW-MILK.
I was an addict, an opiate addict.
Being 3 years clean in October.
I was renewed at the Fresno Rescue Mission. My mom, who does a lot of cooking, has been part of the rescue mission, has been willing to help teach people to make jams and jellies and other food.
The Fresno Rescue Mission,
and I believe that downtown Fresno needs a renewal as well.
Tree of Life Cafe represents new, healthy growth in downtown Fresno. I've seen men and women go through rehab programs. They want to start a new life. And yet when they get out on the street, they find it very difficult to get a job. Nobody will give them a chance. That's what this cafe is designed to do.
You will be like family to us. We will serve you our home-cooked food made with farm-fresh produce that comes from farmers right here in our valley.
We love downtown Fresno. Sunshine Natural Health in Tulare, California is your source for nature's best remedies. Call Sunshine Natural Health at 559-688-2063 and get healthy.
If you're considering a reverse mortgage in the Central Valley or just want more information, contact Jerry Carmichael. She's experienced and, more important, she's local. Call 559-903-6903. Call Brian Cossack today at 559-977-1976. Protecting you and those you love financially. Make an appointment today.
At Miracle Realty, we've been providing premier professional residential sales and property management in residential and commercial property for years. We manage single-family homes, condominiums, apartment buildings, commercial buildings, office space, and much more. No matter what experience level you have in property management, Miracle Realty strives to make your experience as stress-free as possible. Serving Madera and the surrounding areas, we use the latest technology and provide top-notch service. We're a trusted and reliable name in residential sales and property management with the experience to answer any questions or complications that might come up. Give us a call today or visit us online for more information.
Rethink your drink with independent Javita member Christine Levin. Call 559-301-5177 and get healthy and wealthy.
Are you a first-time home buyer or investor? Realtor Amy Braun can introduce you to a special program tailored just for you. Call Amy Braun at 960-4155 or visit amyhbraun.com.
CentralValleyTalk.com. Can give in exchange for everything you give to me. Read my mind, you make me feel just fine. When I think my peace of mind is out of reach, the scales are sometimes unbalanced.
Hey, what's going on, man? We back live at Fresno hip hop scene. I just want to apologize. You know, her name is not Gloria. You know, her name is Miss Crystal. You know, this lady right here. Like I said before I went to commercial, I met her about a month ago at the Hen Center doing one of the events. And you know, I didn't know this young lady. She came up to me. She like, "You Rod Johnson?" I'm like, "Yeah." She like, "I follow you on Facebook and I like what you're doing and stuff like that." And you know, we hugged. And she told me a little bit about her son. I told her, you know, I was in prison, so you know, I know what he's up against. I know what he's going through. But we're gonna talk about Miss Crystal. So how you doing, beautiful?
I'm awesome. I'm blessed.
That's right. You ready for Friday?
Yes, ready for Friday. Friday's gonna be awesome. We had prayer meeting today, and during prayer meeting, Rolinda is so anointed. She said, just let the Lord speak to you. And what is your word? And just listen. And so we prayed, and then we waited and listened. And it's awesome how he puts things together. You know, my word was will. And, you know, what I'm seeking is God's will for my life. God's will is so important because we have our own will. He gave us free will.
Yes.
And when we get into our own will, we will make a mess of it. So we have to stay in God's will because it was things that I thought was for me, but they weren't for me. You know, I was out of the will of God. So now I pray about everything before I even accept things like conversations, relationships, appointments, dates, anything. I pray first because I tell God to remove anything that's not his will for my life because I've had a life for all 56 years of it.
No, and you ain't 56.
Yes, I am.
No,
and a lot of it,
you ain't 50.
a lot of it has been going back over stuff. Like he said, a prayer go to tell me to walk backwards about 10 miles. I'm going to try to do it the best I can because I know today you have to be obedient. You have to have order. You have to be, you know, led by somebody that knows how to lead to be a good leader, you have to be a good follower.
Yes, yes.
So today I follow. I follow what the word says. I follow my leaders in the church. You know, DJ Kreiner is my pastor. Rolinda is my leader from ministry. I read my word. I pray about everything. All things I give it to God, because if it's not his will for me, it ain't going to be right. And I want my life to be the best it could be today. I still have issues. I still cry. I'm a crybaby. I cried when I met him. I'm still crying. My grandson called today. He's in YA. And his mom went to see him last weekend, Saturday. She had just had a baby. The baby about 6 months now. He's never seen his little sister. Mm-hmm. And he have an older sister that's going to be 8. Anyway, she and her 2 girls got on the road, went to Stockton. They got to the gate. They didn't let her in. So she was crying, and I know she was upset, and she was hot, and he in there fighting. But, you know, we fight every day, something, but we should fight these principalities and spirits in high places, these spirits that come on us that makes us get out of the will of God. Well, he's supposed to be doing his time, but he in there fighting, but he might have had to fight. You know, sometimes you have to fight.
Yes, let me just interject real quick. Like I say, love, I've been in prison, you know, and it's like sometimes you don't want to fight, but you have to fight. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. I was in Delano. Okay, Delano in reception, you locked up 23 hours a day. So you locked up with another man for 23 hours a day in this cell. Now, this brother, you know, I snore. I can't help that shit, I snore. So, bro, you gonna wake me up every day at 3, 4 in the morning. How ride you snoring? Bro, turns out I'm asleep. So this particular time, I got a scar right here. I got a scar right here on my face, right here. You know, I'm a little guy, but I ain't never been no punk. Right. You feel me? So he want to fight. Bro, it's 4, I swear to God on my mama grave, it's 4:30 in the morning. I'm like, okay. I'm like, cuz, okay, what's happening, man? You know, bro, man, come on, bro. We done went to the store, we done ate. You been my celly for 4 weeks. I've been snoring for 4 weeks, but all you going through something, you got a letter from your girl, she whatever the situation was, but he want to get down. So, like I said, nigga, put the thing up, block the window. You feel me? Now this dude got muscle all this. I found him. Boom, I ain't gonna lie, I found him. You know, we rustling, and we like square, and he like, bam, hit me in the head. You know, I got a scar right here, and you know, I'm bleeding, all this. I'm not no snitch. I have seizures, right? I take medication for seizures. They're like, oh, nigga, you don't snitch. I'm like, cuz you got me messed up, I don't snitch. So when the police came, because we couldn't stop the blood, so they're like, what happened? I'm like, man, I had a seizure. You know, I had a seizure. I fell off my bunk, I had a seizure. You know, they take me to the hospital, stitch me up, they come investigate him. So I come back to cell, it's like about 5 in the morning, so now it's time to go out to chow. So my homeboy, she like, what happened, cuz? You know what? I'm like, no, you know, it's what niggas, what goes on in prison. We got down. My homeboy TD, man, from 60s, from Rolling 60 Crip. My man had 135 years. So he didn't care. So, you know, like I said, I'm from the 30s in LA, you know, 60s in my homeboys. We had a little meet. He like, how ride, what, it's on you. I'm like, no, leave the brother alone. You feel me? Leave that brother alone. But like you say, your grandson, he's in there fighting. He probably was mad that day because he can see his mom after he want to see his little sister. So we already got attitude because we in jail. So that was added pressure why he was in there fighting. And like I say, you know, even with your son in prison, I want you to write him because I want to do a live interview right here on Fresno Street saying with your son. But like I say, I tell that story because, like I say, TD had 135 years. My little homeboy, they had Rob Pacquiao house. He just came to Delano with a fresh 45 years. They already got, I got 13 months. I did 7 months in Delano, and like I say, bro, we done ate, we party, you know, you get your letter from your girl, you got a bad letter, now you want to take it out on me. So when you in that type of situation, anything can just click it off. Like I told in the documentary, Lisa heard me say, in that prison, it's different. Like I say, federal prison and state prison is different. In federal prison, I would never call a white dude no wood. They want you to call them Wood in prison. Oh, you a Wood, you a Southsider, you a Nathaniel, you a Crip, you a Blood. But that is real BS. You know, and then like I say, with you, Crystal, like I said, you know, you've been a guest on my show. You can be a guest anytime you want to be on my show. But it's your story that that you have to tell. You know, and then like I say, you know, last time you was here, you know, like I say, we love Prayer Golden. But you said, you know, I'm not no Prayer Golden, I'm Crystal. And then, you know, you had hit me, you know what I'm talking about. I said, no, beautiful. God made you say that, or it came out that way because you are Crystal. Even though, you know, we under her, we follow her, you're still a young person, and you have your own past, where you came from.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, I came from a mighty long way, y'all. You know, God is good. It was time I didn't know God. I've been involved in so many different things. I was involved in a thing back in the 80s, and I didn't think I was going to make it through because someone lost their life. And for a long time, I thought it was my fault, but it really wasn't. I wasn't even the one fighting. I ran. I used drugs. I did everything I could not to have to face up to this, because they was looking for me to go to court to be a witness for the one that was alive, but the one that was dead, you know, he really brought it on himself, and that's just the truth. You know, you out there calling this man names and cussing at this man. This man ain't got nothing. He don't even have that type of mentality. You know, he was a real mild-mannered person, and this other guy was kind of hostile and rowdy and talking a lot of stuff, and he died. He lost his life that day. I didn't even know he was dead. I was on drugs right here in Fresno. I was on drugs so bad till when they told me that he was dead, I had went to the police station and had a whole lot of rock cocaine on me in the bathroom smoking. You know, just like out of my mind at the police station in the bathroom smoking, because they was having me wait to see what was going to happen. And I was asking, was he okay? Can I go to the hospital? And when they came back and set me in a little seat, they said, no, he passed away. I said, he passed away. You know, I'm still tripping. Like, he passed away. So they don't even give me a ride from the police station.
Wow.
I walk out the police station with all these drugs in my pocket still, because I ain't under arrest. And it was just hard to live with. Both sides of the family, I'm the one, it's my problem, it's my fault, I did it. You know, I had to live through that. I had to live past that. You know, I had to accept the fact that someone did lose their life that day. I had to finally go to court. They caught me coming off of Motel Drive Parkway, out of a motel room, walking down the street, because I was into all kind of lifestyles. I was getting my money back then. You know, I thought I was getting my money, but, you know, I didn't ever keep none of it, but I was getting it. And I had a lifestyle that was unbecoming, what a lot of people feel like your lifestyle's supposed to be. But then I was raised in a home where I was real restricted. I couldn't do anything. When I was able to do things, like I said before, I did all the wrong stuff. You know, people was back there in the 80s. It was prostitution. It was real pimps. It wasn't what this is now.
Thank you.
You know,
money everywhere.
Money everywhere. You know, it kind of was glamorous, to tell the truth, because we would dress up and look real pretty.
Excuse me. I just want to interject before I ask you a question. That's what I just said on my documentary. I said in the 80s, it was nothing like the 80s. Believe me. They say, okay, Freeway Rick, he was the biggest crack dealer in the world. We ain't had no poachers, brain been over here. But I told this story to these kids. I said, you know, look at it. You know, we was promised after slavery 40 acres and a mule. We never got that. You know, and then like I had told it to my uncle. He's dead, Reverend Tommy Jerome Caldwell. And I said, Uncle, you are the only honest preacher I know. Let me tell you something. I said, you know, yes, selling drugs are bad. It's bad because the drug, it destroys families, destroys a lot of stuff. But I told him like this, I said, Uncle, I said, I think God wanted black people to have money. And he said, what are you talking about? I said, Uncle, look. And I say, you know, you look around, it's, you know, black people got money. I'm talking about having money. Like I say, if I can get $2,000 a month right now, I'll be happy because I know how to pay my bills, how to do this. But I was getting $3,000 or $4,000 a day. That was money. And I say, yeah, it was genocide. They tried to destroy us with the crack. They really tried to destroy us with the crack.
Yeah.
But it backfired on them because you made a lot of millionaires. You made a lot of people who never would have had the opportunity working a normal job to do stuff. I was going in before I went to federal prison, go to that airport. Man, I want to go to Chicago. I want to go to Atlanta. How much? Now you can't go to the airport and pull out no cash. You better have a credit card and all like that because of the war and stuff like that. But like I say, Miss Crystal, your story is unique. You feel me? You're gonna be able to reach. You're gonna be able to reach somebody who's out there watching this, or just walk through your past, and you're gonna be able to help somebody. Like I say, my mama said, you save one person in this world, your job is done. I know by just knowing you the short period, the way you speak and the way you articulate yourself, you have reached some people. You might have a girlfriend, she's still probably getting high or doing the worldly thing, but when you talk to her, I bet she's listening because you have that.
Family members too. I have family members, that still do things, they still get high, but they're kind of coming on in. I have a niece, I take care of both of her kids, but she been going to church. She trying, that's all you can ask for a person is to want better. But you have to show people, you have to be exposed to things. See, I got exposed to Jesus Christ years ago. We exposed to it in the womb. The Bible tells you that. Yes. But we have to have our own testimony. We have to have our own life, our own walk. Somebody could tell you anything, but until you experience your own, you're just going by what somebody said. But it becomes real when it's what you said about you. See, I could tell anybody about me. Somebody might tell you what they think about me, but I could tell you about me.
That's real, sister. That's real. That's so real.
And people have their opinion of me. They have who they think I am, or what they thought I did, or how I did this or that. But I could tell you how I did it. I could tell you who I am today. And before, I could tell you who I was. Even though I used to be in the streets, work the streets, I was never a hoe. I was a hooker. I hook me one or two and keep it moving because that's all you need. Get you a good one.
That's right. But let me say this, Crystal. Like I said, love. I get that same thing. Like I said, a lot of they know me right here in Fresno as Deke. I get this now. Oh, who you think you is? Who you think you is? Oh, you think you big shot? You down there with them white folk? You got this TV? And I look at him like, bro, what are you talking about? I'm Deke. I'm never gonna change. When I was out here having money, and when I was out here with no money, I'm always gonna be Deke. But like I say, God has showed me something.
Restored you.
Yes, that's the beautiful word you just used, Miss Natalie. He has restored me, and then like I spoke on earlier, once you realize your purpose, we have a purpose. Because it's only one thing that's promised to us on this earth, and that is to die. When we are born, we don't start at 106 to try to get to 0. We start at 0, try to get to 100. So all the stuff that we go through in life is making you. Let me put it like it's you becoming who you are and your purpose. Like I say, I didn't know my purpose. I didn't know my purpose in 2011. I'm gonna say because like I say, yes, I was successful in LA, with the promoting stuff like that. But I didn't know my purpose. Yeah. And I say my purpose is, when you leave this earth, because once again, we have to die. That's the only thing promised. We can't get $100 million, we can't get $1 million, but we're going to get that casket.
Yeah. Well, that's what they say. What good is you gain the whole world?
You lose yourself.
You lose yourself. There's nothing in it.
And I know so many people in the entertainment business that got all that, and they don't have their soul. And he's not my best friend, my partner, and that's Kent Williams. I saw that brother literally begging Hot Rod to get on stage to making $250,000 for 2 hours hosting the BET Awards. Now that brother right there, he's lost. He's lost for two reasons. First, he's bipolar, for real. I know that, and he didn't know his purpose.
Yeah.
Cat could have been one of the greatest all-time comedian if he just knew his purpose. He got out, got that little trouble, hooked up with Suge Knight. Suge ain't never coming home. Now Cat is really afraid to really move in L.A. without Suge. But see, like I say, I was gonna ask you, like you said, when you was on Parkway and stuff like that, when you was living a worldly thing, but you always knew your purpose. And us as black people, even Latino people, all people, we are raised in some type of church.
Yeah.
Like I say, I don't understand why I gotta go to worship board meeting, why I gotta do this. But as a little boy, I should love that. But at 14, when I discovered what y'all women got, my whole world went, gee. And then as soon as I started getting some money, it went, gee.
Yeah.
But like I say, when they take your freedom,
Yeah.
and you gotta listen to what they say, and you gotta listen to what they say, or you gonna get beat up, or you gonna get this. Like I said, in 2011, I didn't know the purpose. 2013, when I said in Chino, I knew my purpose. And like I say, my purpose was get back to Fresno. Like I said, I already gave back 20 years ago. But in the 90s when I was in Fresno had the worst murder capital in the world. Mm-hmm. For the little city, they was number one. Mm-hmm. Every time it come on world news, when they talk about violence and Fresno, I was like, wow.
They went kind of crazy.
They went crazy in the 90s. And then, like I say, I was a product of that. You feel me? Like, I don't even call these kids right now, like the 80s baby, they crack babies. Okay, what about these 92,000 babies? They meth baby. What kind of babies are they?
Yeah. Pill babies and everything else.
Man, syrup babies. And then, like you just said, sister, in the 80s, it was real pimping and hoeing. I try to tell these little brothers, y'all girlfriend pimping and boyfriend pimping. Yeah. You get a little girlfriend, or you have her baby, she want to go on Parkway. She feel like her obligation. That's not your obligation, little sister. I was living with this little brother, man, Cutavari, man. Trying to help this little brother. I think I reached him. Because right now he's in Sanger working. All right. I used to be at his house. We used to be over there. I used to get up. He'd see me get up, put my shirt and tie on, catch the bus down here. He's very talented. He had his little cousin over there. Let me just say this, man. The little brother was 15. Okay? He's so caught up he want to be a pimp and this and that. And he had a little girlfriend, prostitute. She was 14. Now I'm looking at these kids like, for real? Like, for real? If you really think this is what the world is? You trying to corrupt this little sister mind. Her mind already corrupt because she's all on that, what's that shit, back page and all that old stuff where they can call it. And she's talking to these grown men. Can you meet me on McKinley and asking the little boy West Street? But now you call yourself a pimp. Come on, bro. And after that, 2 days later, she broke bad on it. And I took him to the side. I said, bro, let me tell you something. I don't want to tell you this, but I gotta tell you this. You ain't no pimp. You ain't no pimp, little bro. So give that up. And you ain't gangbanging because y'all don't know what gangbanging is really about. And I'm saying this to say this. Man. It really hurt me. And then, like I say, you like, yeah, man, little hoe, bitch, lap me, you don't even got the lingo. Leave it alone. Leave it alone, little bro. Leave it alone. Like I say, Cutavari, he even today, he's the little brother, talented. I'm talking about aggressive, write songs, write books. And he was lost. And I'm talking about, I come home, they didn't do it line. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. I can't mess with you with this entertainment business because you a liability already. Just that we get $1 million. I already know 300,000 gonna go to drugs, and I can't have that. So, like I say, I told Cut, man, bro, you talented, bro. Don't waste your talent. You don't have to. He was talking about, man, I need to get me a hoe. You know how these kids talk. Y'all don't need that because if y'all gonna do that, watch the Mac. Watch Superfly.
Watch something.
Watch something. Because what y'all doing is this new millennium pimping or this new age pimping, y'all are really lost and y'all are really backwards.
Yes.
Don't repeat generation.
Yes.
And one thing I could say is that when I was out there, what brought me in and what helped me is because I was delivered from drugs and alcohol. And then, too, I never fit. I never fit in. And when you have a calling on your life or when God is in the plan, you don't fit. I don't care what I did. I could do everything everybody did, but I didn't fit. I didn't feel comfortable doing it unless I was drunk or high or whatever. Couldn't be myself out there. I had to be under the influence of something. So for anybody listening, if you under the influence of drugs and alcohol and that dictates how you handle your life, then you need to call on Jesus and ask him to deliver you, take it away, because eventually you're ruining your life. You're running into the ground. I know, I'm not telling you nothing. I heard something I know, and God could save you from it. He could deliver you.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
The devil will always be there tempting you.
Always, always.
Get in that bad.
Always.
When I was getting set free from what I was in the world more, I kept saying, rebuke you, get behind me, devil, get behind me.
Exactly.
And that's when I was a counselor as well. I would tell people, when it's there, we all have that temptation. We grew up in a certain way, and then we get a certain mindset. And when you're trying to change, it's a fighting battle, and it's going to come to you, and the devil's going to try to lie to you, but you got to say, get behind me, devil, get behind me. It's a lie. It's a deceit. It's a deceit of the world, and he wants to unfocus you to that blessing that you're going to get.
That's right. That's
exactly.
Right. Like I say, Natalie, I met you to your friend Sarah, then we, we talked, we became friends, you have opened up to me, a little bit, I'm not going to go into it, but, like I say, just like Krista said, we have to go through something to get where we at. Like I say, when I was talking to the little brother, even like my little cousin, I got a little cousin, he just got out. When he's in county jail, he used to call me every day. What's up, big cuz? He got out on February 3rd. First time I heard from him was yesterday. I said, bro, I set up a show. Oh, because I'm doing this, Brick, when you see this, I had everything set up for you. For you to walk out of that county jail, come here, do your music, and because you're talented too. But when you take something from somebody, meaning, he went to jail, they took everything from him, and then when you get back out, you feel like you gotta catch up.
Yes.
You don't have to catch up, because I told him, 6 months, there is lost times. That 6 months you sat out, it's over. That 6 months you sat in that county jail, you ain't missing nothing out here. You ain't missing nothing out here in Fresno. But I want to say this, and then I'm going to go to a quick commercial. Like I say, the event that we doing Friday, like I said, I had got a call. I'm not going to say, but then I talked to prayer. I say, no, I deal with you. I'm not in this for no money. I'm in this for us to present to the city something beautiful. It's something they can like. They still talking about the comedy show. You feel me? Even you, like I say, you told your friend, I love you, sister. You said you just sold more tickets than the comedian. You feel me? Because you came and saw something that you liked it, and then you told somebody. Rod, he gives a good show.
Yeah,
and I respect you for that. But what I'm saying is, you know your purpose, Natalie. You know your purpose, and Miss Lisa over there, she know her purpose, and if we can reach a kid. Even like you say, some of your friends, they still caught up. We can just reach them. That's our purpose.
Amen.
To talk to these people and say, like you say, I can't be Rolanda. I can't be Golden. I gotta be Crystal.
Exactly.
And then when you said that, I told you, just like when I talk to these people, I can't be y'all. Y'all can't be Hot Rod. You feel me? And then I love to tell these kids. I tell my son Daquan, son, you 17. You down there Oceanside, you with the white folks, you getting a good education. Be better than me. And he always say, Dad, but I see you on Facebook, you with the celebrities. That's nothing. Be better than me. I've been building since 1999, since he was 1 year old. When I won that money from Magic Johnson, my son was born July the 4th, 1998. I won that 10,000 July 17th. He was that big. And I told him, I looked at him, I said, Daquan Malik, you is me. I would never lie to you, never tell you to be what you want to be.
Man.
Be what you want to be, son. But I want you to be able to, when I'm dead and gone, and you talk to your kids and your grandkids, you say, that was my daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And see, we don't have that. I grew up, my mother didn't marry until I was like 16, so I was always a man in the house. You feel me? And then, like I say, we as African Americans, black people, we don't really grow up with a mother and father in the house. That's why when I explained it to my homeboys in Fresno, why I used to come to Fresno as a kid every summer, because I knew I had Reverend Caldwell in that house, and I had my Auntie Ali. It was a mother and a father in that house. And I had an opportunity to spend my summers, my Thanksgivings, my Christmas with a mother and father. I just call my Auntie Ali Mama. And, you know, I might, you know, she's one of the reasons why I'm in Fresno. And like I say, she died. I got out of prison, man. My mother's birthday, March 9th, we had a big, my mother's birthday and my grandmother's birthday, March 9th. I got out February 15th, 2014. I supposed to ran to Fresno. I said, no, I'm going to wait till we had this big old party. My auntie died March the 5th. But I had a cell phone in prison. I talked to my auntie every day. And I wrote her 4 letters. Each one of them letters was 10 pages. I opened my heart out. You was more than 18. You was this. You was this. And my cousin Keith, his girlfriend, got them letters. And when I went to my auntie's funeral, and she was in that casket, I told her, when I see you again, you'll be proud of me. And that's all I live for, is for my son and my daughter. I got a daughter, 22. I talk to her probably 4 times a year. Wow. But when I talk to her, I'm not your friend.
Yes.
I'm not your effing friend.
Exactly.
I'm your daddy. Okay? When I conceived you in Omaha, Nebraska, your mama was still doing that. When they swabbed my mouth and said 99.9, you are my daughter. I love you. I can only tell you, give you good advice. But when you got that certain age, and you feel like I can't tell you nothing, I'm not going to tell you nothing. But I'm going to be there for you. Go to commercial, Mike.
Need a dentist? Call Dr. David Wright at 559-222-6213 or visit bitemedental.com.
Julie Fulcher is the real estate agent for you. Contact Julie Fulcher at WeSellCaliforniaHomes.com or call 559-905-7386.
Selecting for the best employee or boss? Make an informed decision. Learn more at teamplayerhr.com.
Are you looking for a home to buy or have a home to sell? Call EVC Homes 559-448-6484 or visit evchomesllc.com. EVC Homes, redeveloping neighborhoods one home at a time.
Here at Central Valley Talk, we've chosen Select Business Systems to provide for our copy, print, and scanning needs. We used to think it was cheaper to purchase our own toner and maintain our own office equipment. But now, with the expertise and experience of Select Business Systems, our office workflow is running at peak performance, saving our company time and money. They've truly set us up with our new sharp multifunction copier, streamlining our office with the press of a button. To find out how you can improve your office technology, call Select Business Systems at 446-0123 or visit their website at selectsharp.com.
Every horse deserves a chance. Contact Foothill Horse Rescue at 559-797-6191 or visit foothillhorserescue.weebly.com.
flowers, and more. Bullard & Marks in Fresno. Call 440-0920 or visit thefresnoflorist.com.
Come help heal mind, spirit, and body. Treat yourself to the healing experience of Reiki. Classes available.
To learn more about Kingston Bay Senior Living, call 559-568-4048 or visit kingstonbayfresno.com.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Yes, I tell you now that I made a vow. I'm giving you the best that I've got. Honey, everybody's got opinions about the way they think.
Yeah, we back live at Fresno Hip Hop Scene. Excuse me, I just got a little emotional because right now in my life I can say that I'm happy. And when I say that I'm happy, I'm doing stuff right here in Fresno community that God told me to do. And like I say, when I was sitting in prison, it's like I saw this vision, Crystal. And like I say, it's funny to me when I was sitting backstage at the Tower Theater, I was like, wow, man, this is year number 2. But when I was in prison, I knew God had a purpose for me.
Amen.
And then like I say, I never forget that day at Sunset Center. I'll never forget that day at the Hint Center when I met you, and it was like, it was just beautiful. It was just beautiful, and like I said, I'm not doing this for you got a talk show, you got to do all this. I'm doing this to try to reach people.
Exactly.
To reach people.
That's what God said, to go out and to tell His people about the goodness of God. So for you to have gone through something and came out on the other side, you have something to tell somebody about. Mm-hmm. And then we bring the gospel into it. We tell them about the goodness of the Lord and how He brought you through, because that's who brought you through. That's who brought me through my addiction, through my lifestyle, through the changes that I still go through, but they're different now because He brought me through that. I didn't get stuck. I was stuck for a while. I had 12 years of addiction. I had 12 years of a lifestyle. I had 12 years. But then when I came out them 12 years, I was better. I'm better today. I don't look nothing like what I've been through. And I done been through some things. And I don't look like it. I thank God today for that. And I could tell somebody that's going through something right now that you don't have to look like that. You don't have to go through it like that, not by yourself. Now, you have to go through whatever it is you're going through till you get out of it. But you could get out of it with Jesus Christ, with God on your side.
Amen.
Get into a good church. Get into the Word. Find somebody. Come talk to me. I tell you.
But like I say, today's show on Fresno Hip Hop Scene, I had 2 beautiful ladies, with similar backgrounds, and like I said, I'm just really happy, when the filmmaker came, man, the guy, he's a very, very intelligent black man. And like I said, he have did over 50 documentaries and, stuff like that, filming. And for him to say, wow, bro, you nailed it. You made my job easy. I'm going to send you a link and, we're going to do this. That made me feel good. And like I say, like I spoke earlier, I cry. I just don't cry when I'm sad. I cry when I'm happy. Right now, sister, I am happy.
Amen.
I am happy with my life. I'm happy with my situation because God is leading me. And then, like I say, my event, you was there. You sat front row. It was beautiful. Now we have another event that I'm doing with you and some more beautiful women. And I'm going to be happy, like I told Prayer Gordon. I'm going to be there at 4 o'clock, do our sound check. I'm going to go put on my suit.
All right.
And I want to be prayed. I don't want no praises. after this thing.
Amen.
I don't want no praises.
Amen, God.
Just pray for me.
Yes,
Like
Lord.
y'all did at the Sunset Center, sister.
Yes, Lord.
And
Yes.
keep on following me. And you know, like I say, I'm here for y'all. I'm here for this community. I'm just here. And I'm giving my services. I'm giving Rodney. I'm giving Deke. I'm giving Hot Rod.
All right.
And a lot of people don't understand that. You know, but like I say, was a very, very beautiful show. It's like my 20th episode or my 21st episode. And yes, and each week it's gonna grow. Like I say, next week I'm gonna have everybody, you know, it's like an art hop. We're doing an art hop. So I'm putting together a nice show. I want you to come, you know, a couple more ladies, so we can talk about Friday.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about Friday. And like I said, it's gonna be beautiful.
Yes,
I already know. I saw this.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, when I went, let me give me 30 more seconds, Mike. When I went to City College, and I talked to Carla, I said I have to do a gospel event. I called on my cousin Rose. I love her to death. She's always there for me. I called on another sister. Her name is Liz. Her name is Liz because I watch her on Facebook with the church. Mm-hmm. But I knew who to call. Mm-hmm. And I said, this is yours, sister. Mm-hmm. Put that thing together. And when you see the beautiful flower behind us, it's put together.
Amen.
Now, only thing we're waiting on is for the sun to come up Friday.
Yes.
And when that sun come up Friday, it's going to be beautiful.
Yes, it is.
And like I said, this is Fresno Hip Hop Scene. Next week is going to be a beautiful show. It's always going to be a beautiful show. And just keep on following me right here, Central Valley Talk. And like I say, Miss Crystal just met a beautiful lady, my first guest, Lisa. They're going to do something together. We're going to get together, you know, because it's time for you to have your show, you know,
all right,
for
now.
Real. Because she already
the Lord said the same.
The Lord already said the same. You know why? Because you just met that lady, and she said, if I had to pay the $100 to get somebody to do a show, you understand? And y'all have already connected. God have already connected them dots.
Awesome.
We gonna sit down because she's gonna start working here for Fresno, for Central Valley Talk and Clean Cut Entertainment. Okay. And then, like I say, when I met her and I knew you was coming back, I said y'all had to meet. We gonna go to a commercial, and we gonna go to the end. The CO Hot Rod, I got my beautiful sister sitting right here. Y'all come see us Friday night at Fresno City College. And then on March the 18th, y'all come and watch my man Spanky Hayes make y'all laugh. Peace.
Amen.
CentralValleyTalk.com